Millie Ball, Jeff Siegel, and Vercruysse. It's pick 4 time for a Saturday at Santa Anita. Great race place with a great pool. $500,000 guaranteed. 9 race cards. So race number 6, go to mile on grass. Millie, let's start things off.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Eckersley. Now, he is coming off a 7-month layoff, but note, the only time he's raced on turf, it was a winning performance.
You're going to open the bet with a closer. Eckersley for Millie Ball. What do you got, Siegel?
I'm going to use 3-year-olds as well. Rockin' Robin is a progressive gelding trained by Mark Glad. He's got a prior win over the course. For all the reasons that Millie mentioned, I think Eckersley has a really good look here, even off the layoff. And then the Gomper, if they take him back and make one run, it was on the pace last time. That's not the way he wants to run. I think Mike's going to take him back and make a run. So I like the 3-year-olds in here. Numbers 3, 6, and 7, Rockin' Robin, Eckersley, and the Gomper.
Let's move on to race number 7. Let's start with you, Jeffrey. I know the Autumn Miss is the feature. The 7th, I think, the best betting race on the entire
Sure.
week.
I don't know what happened to Skelton Pass last time out. He was 4-5, coming off a 97 Beyer maiden win. Looked like he was a superstar on the rise, and all of a sudden he gets blown away, finished the second, but it was a very weak second. And his Beyer number dropped 20 points. He's come back and worked well. I'm going to use him again, although I'm certainly not going to single him this time. Sacred Ovation is a cheap horse moving on the way up, essentially an $8,000 claimer, but he's getting better, and I'll use him on the current condition angle. And then Oligarch, I don't know what happened to him either last time. I've beaten at 4-5, made the lead and got run over, but strange things happen at Los Al. I'm going to give him a chance to bounce back. So for me, it's 2, 5, and 8 in a really tough race.
I pick 4, you pick 3. We don't agree on one horse. Pace makes the race, Millie. A lot of speed signed on. Are we looking for the speed of the speed or a trip horse?
I think a trip horse is key in this race, and the one I go to here is Hackleton. He's moving up in class for Bob Hess, but look who's getting back in the saddle for a Bob Hess horse. Ken DeSormo and Bob are really potent together. If I was looking for a speed horse in here, Seeking the Sheriff, throw out that last race, it was on the grass, but he was a good horse once. He ran 3rd in the Grade 1 Bing Crosby last year, so he has some back class, and he loves to win races. He's earned more than anyone in the field.
Blunted inside ran deceptively well, while wide every step of the way. Distinctive B last time out, steadied at the rail. Better trip, I think, expected here. Native Treasure and Vegas Strip needed his last start. He could improve for Bob Baffert. The Autumn Miss, the Grade 3 feature, race number 8, 3rd leg of the pick 4.
All-Star Bub as a chance, coming off of 2 races where he drew the rail. Now he gets an outside post position. But this filly, to me, they've been wanting to run her on the grass. Sometimes at the straight 3-year-old level of competition is actually, I think, a little softer than those open races for 3-year-olds and up. So I like All-Star Bub in here.
Dreamologist looks like the controlling speed here. She's dropping back from a mile and 1/8 to a mile. Yeah, I know she's moving up from a maiden race, but this has always been a very high quality filly. For Richard to take a filly and move her from a maiden to a stake indicates to me that she's doing well. Mike Smith taking over will put her on the lead. As for Majestic Heat, this filly ran 5 times at Del Mar. I really think you're going to see Majestic Heat storm hopes. This is a high-quality filly herself. I got the best speed, the best closer, and Richard Mandela has them both.
Let's move on to the nightcap, the last and final race, number 9. 30,000 maiden claimer going 5.5. Siegel, it's the get-out race and a winner.
I'm going to use 2 here. I got a first-time starter named Mended from Mike Pipey's barn that has trained fairly well at Los Al, and a little will go a very long way in this spot. The others are kind of exposed. She's not, so I'll take the firster. And then Exactamente, first time for a tag for Keith DeSormo with Kent riding her back, is a little bit better than it looks. So against this class of filly and a huge drop in class, you got to think Exactamente is going to find her friend. So I use them both.
Not a bad spot for a new face. Millie, how'd you see it?
Of course it is. The trouble trip, crowded early, ended up getting caught wide. Now is going to have blinkers on, and I think at this 5.5 furlong distance, to run back at 5.5 indicates that she must have some speed, right?
That's the pick 4. $500,000 guaranteed every Saturday and Sunday at the Great Race Place.